guys, it's your girl Ope and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I review Nollywood movies, series and reality TV shows. Today I'll be reviewing episode 2 of season 2 of the reality show titled The Real Housewives of Lagos. Like you guys saw in my previous post or in my previous video, I reviewed the episode 1 and today I'm just going to continue off from the episode 2. Alright, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy what you see, what you hear, and yeah, hopefully you stay, hopefully you subscribe, hopefully you turn on your post notifications at the end. And yeah, if you're not a new subscriber and you're a returning viewer, hello, thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy that I didn't scare you away and you like my content. Hopefully you continue to like my content. And yeah, let's get into this review.
Alright, so like I said in my previous video, how I'm going to be reviewing this show is I'm going to talk mainly on like the important parts of this series, this reality show, whatever. I'm not going to like touch on parts that I feel like were not really important. Alright,
so the episode starts off with Iabo meeting up with her boyfriend Polo. I guess she catches up with him during breakfast or something. Maybe she went out before and then she joins him for breakfast. And she soon tells us, the viewers, that she's been dating him for a while now and she actually came out with him like publicly on Valentine's Day.
I guess last year or maybe this year. I don't know when they filmed.
But yeah, she came out with him on Valentine's Day and seems like he's 10 years older than her, which is exactly what she wants because she feels like he's like, you know, more mature and everything and he can take care of her properly as opposed to someone that was much younger. They tease each other for a bit and soon Polo's daughter, who we find out is named Vanessa, joins them to eat. She then continues to tease him on how he used to flirt with her back in the day and how he was treating her like before they started dating, like when he was trying to like win her over and like get into a relationship with her.
Honestly, it was really nice to see Iabo in this light because obviously we've been seeing her in episode 1. We saw her in a very like not so nice light, so it's nice to see her like smiling, giggly, giddy and everything, like around her man and everything. So that was a very nice scene to see.
In the next scene, Chioma pays Tanya a visit at her house and Chioma
is dressed to the gods
just for a beating or a visit to her friend's house, and it's honestly like hypocritical because again,
you guys are calling out Faith in your last event, your last meetup, which is an actual like event. Okay, yes, maybe it was not the best event to wear a train to, but at least it was an event. This one you're just going to visit your friend, and why are you like dressed to the gods? So I just found it very hypocritical that see her here again dressing out overly like for a visit to her friend's place when she was calling out somebody for the same thing. Don't call out somebody essentially when you do the same thing, is my own like opinion.
But yeah, Tanya asks for a detailed rundown on what her issue exactly is with Tiana, and once again Chioma explains that it is obviously because of the physical altercation that almost happened during the reunion when Tiana almost hit her. I don't really know. It seems like Iabo blocked the hit. But yeah, Tanya is obviously shocked. Well, not obviously, she's shocked by this.
And I am shocked that she's shocked because how don't you know what happened? Like, not number one, this is supposed to be your friend. Chioma is supposed to be a close friend of yours. Secondly, it was all over the internet. So how did you not know that this happened during the reunion? The reunion was filmed. We all watched it like worldwide. So it's just a bit weird that she's claiming ignorance to this whole situation when everybody knows what happened.
But anyways, yeah, they go on to talk about that and continue talking about other things for the rest of the scene. In the next scene, Miriam and Tiana meet up to catch up on what went down at the spa day in Tiana's absence. Tiana apologizes once again for not being able to attend the event, and Miriam tells her about the new girls, which is Tanya and Faith. They discuss Faith's train and extravagant way like entrance during the event, and Tiana obviously is excited to meet Faith because again, Tiana is another extravagant type of human being. She dresses extravagantly and like again, she's in the fashion industry, so yeah. She likes to like make her mark and like design bold clothings and everything, so she's definitely like looking forward to meet Faith at this point because of this. Miriam asks her on where she and Chioma stand at the moment, and Tiana obviously doesn't engage in the conversation any longer after that. In the next scene, Faith and Laura meet up to gist and catch up, and Laura hypes her friend Faith for like her entrance during the spa event once again, and how she handled herself with how all the other ladies were coming at her.
Faith just, rolls it off her back like, yeah, like, it is what it is, type of thing. She's not really, like, resenting anyone for how they treated her. She's not even upset with Iabo for stepping on her trail, which is funny because I would be upset low-key, but Faith just seems unbothered with the whole like nonsense.
Laura lets it be known that she'll be getting married soon in a Catholic church, even though she's already married.
So I'm guessing maybe with her current husband, she probably did like a traditional wedding type of thing. I don't know. She didn't really get into details on how they got married. Maybe they did a registry wedding, like married by registry, but she didn't really get into details on how their first marriage was or whatever. But yeah, she does make it known that she's planning a church wedding essentially with her husband.
In the next scene, Chioma is organizing a yard sale to raise money for her charity foundation, and she invites a friend of hers to join her in going through her closet and picking out clothes essentially that she wants to give out or auction during the event. They go on to talk about who Chioma is inviting to her event, and she expresses that she has no intention in inviting Tiana to her event. During their conversation, they start talking about Chioma's new boo thing. I guess Chioma is in a relationship with someone or exploring a friendship with some guy, and her friend teases her about it. And Chioma soon goes into like
how the dating scene in Lagos is like as a financially independent lady, and how like she has these expectations on like the guys that she wants to like, you know, get into a relationship with and all that.
So it was nice also seeing that side of Chioma, her relationship life and how she's navigating that whole like side of Lagos and side of like her personal life. In the next scene, Faith meets up with Iabo at the beach, and Faith Faith brings a security guard with her or a bouncer with her, and she says her reason essentially is because
she wears a lot of expensive clothes and, you know, wants to be protected every time when she's she's going out. I mean, like, it's not my cup of tea. Honestly, that's a bit too much for me. Like, it's like, okay, what are you trying to say? Like, you say like Lagos has got like, I don't know, people that are ready to steal your things and all that type of thing. Just for me, that doesn't make sense because again, like, who is going to steal stuff from you or whatever at a beach? You literally have cameras all around you guys, so it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I guess that's Faith.
Iabo soon joins her, and also Iabo teases her in her confessionals about this whole security guard thing and makes a statement like, "Oh, me that is even an actress or and you know well-known personality in Lagos, I don't even carry a security guard. So essentially, who are you in this scene? Like nobody knows you," type of thing. And to an extent, I actually agree with her because it's like, yeah, that was a bit too much. They go on to exchange pleasantries, and we soon find out that Faith wants to get into the filming industry and pursue a career in acting. So she asks Iabo for advice regarding how to make it in the industry, and Iabo is very happy to give her some tips and insights on that. They go on to discuss the spa event again, and Iabo once again takes jabs on Faith's train and her dress for that event. Faith explains that everyone was overdressed, which is true. Everyone in that circle was overdressed that day for that event, although Faith was more overdressed. She beat everybody in the overdressing game. But yeah, everybody truly was overdressed. So it's like they're all like pots calling the kettle black in that situation. And she also makes it known that she was just trying to showcase her true self to the ladies. That's why she like dressed that way, because essentially that is who Faith is. Iabo doesn't buy it and doesn't believe that whole explanation, and she feels like Faith was putting up an act for them and trying to impress them at that moment.
And it's like, who are you, Iabo? Like, come on. Okay, yeah, she's an actress or whatever, but okay.
What else? Essentially. But yeah, Iabo says that Faith's IG isn't as extravagant as and over the top like she's portraying on this show. And honestly, Faith feels like she doesn't need to explain herself anymore to Iabo, because at the end of the day, it is her life, it is her dressing, it is her style, so it is what it is. Faith says she chooses what and what not to show on social media, and yeah, like essentially tries to tell Iabo to like butt off, basically, like it's none of your business, like it is what it is at the end of the day. My question truly is,
why is Iabo so pressed with this chick? Like, okay, the chick is extravagant, and so what? Is it adding or subtracting anything from your life? I don't understand why she's so pressed. I feel like she's drawing this whole narrative at this point for unnecessary drama. And it's like, okay, we get it. You don't like the girl's style of dressing, but then she's not using your money to buy her clothes. She's not involving you in anything regarding her style. So why are you so pressed? It's not adding or subtracting anything to your life.
Why? It's honestly very frustrating because she keeps like, I feel like every time she's on her screen, she's always talking about Faith or Faith's dressing, and it's like, it's getting tiring at this point. Like, look for another storyline, Iabo. But anyways, Faith soon changes the subject because obviously we're all bored by this whole fiasco with Faith's train at this point, and says that she invited Laura to meet up with them as well. Iabo isn't too happy to hear this and is honestly shocked to hear this, and leaves abruptly once Laura joins their gathering. After Iabo leaves, Faith and Laura continue gisting for the rest of the afternoon. In the next scene, Faith meets up with her plastic surgeon who we met also in episode 1, whose name is Dr. Romel. I guess now that she has established some sort of friendship with the guy, so she meets up with him at his home to just basically catch him up on what's been going on in her new friendship circle.
Dr. Romel honestly is an extremely funny guy. He's all about the gossip and the shade, and honestly I love it because he adds this extra like flair to the show. I'm not really sure his sexuality. He kind of gives me like,
Iboqueno type of vibes, but like, yeah, he's definitely a kiki, and I honestly love seeing him on my show. He's a very light-hearted, like kind of individual, and just adds this like spark to the show, and I definitely love seeing him. He also makes a comment like when Faith is talking to him and like gisting him about what happened. She's like, "Oh, I met this person, this person, this person," and when she mentions Miriam, he's like, "Who is Miriam?" And then he's like, "Oh, no one even knows her anyway, so I don't even need to know much about her." And that was actually very funny how he said it. Boy, I was honestly laughing at that scene. Like he's just a funny guy, and I'm totally here for it. I'm here for his shade. After their conversation, she invites Dr. Romel for Chioma's yard sale / auction event, so he can make his own opinions on the ladies, and I like that.
I like that she's not in like pushing her own narratives of what she thinks of the ladies on top of him. She wants him to know these ladies for what he thinks of them, essentially, than what she thinks of them. So I really like that. That's maturity right there.
And she also wants him that when he comes for the event, he should be on his best behavior, because he seems to be that kind of person that says what is on his mind. And I agree, like it's good that she lucky gave him that warning, because you don't know what can come out of Dr. Romel's mouth at this point, for real. But yeah, in the next scene, Iabo and Chioma meet up to go shopping together and gossip. At the end of their meetup, Iabo is able to convince Chioma to think about inviting Tiana to her yard sale, and Chioma isn't completely convinced, but she agrees to think about it. In the next scene, Tiana pays Iabo a visit at her home and expresses how happy she is that Iabo is winning in all aspects of her life and has found love. They go on to discuss Chioma, and Iabo keeps it real with Tiana by telling her that she was completely wrong for trying to physically attack Chioma at the reunion. She also feels like Tiana owes Chioma an apology, and Iabo also used the opportunity to invite Tiana for Chioma's event so that she can use it as a way to make amends to Chioma. Tiana is a bit hesitant at first, but she agrees at the end of the day to make the effort to try and rekindle her friendship with Chioma.
Although in her confessional, she makes it clear that she's willing to apologize for trying to be physical with Chioma. However, every other thing regarding what they talked about, like what they spewed to each other during the reunion, she is not apologetic for that. And I agree, because Chioma also said some really like hurtful things to her. They were both saying hurtful things to themselves. However, where she crossed the line for me was when she actually tried to attack Chioma physically. And honestly, I'm also against that. Like, don't put your hands on anybody type of thing. Fight with your words, but you don't need to fight with your hands. Let's be classy.
But yeah, it's soon the day of Chioma's yard sale event / auction. All the ladies soon arrive, and honestly they all look gorgeous. However, I didn't really like the details on Chioma's dress, like the top details. It just it was just a bit weird, because the dress was already nice on its own, and I feel like that kind of made it borderline costume-ish than fashionable. Like, I don't know, it just looked more costume-ish than what she was going for, like couture. She was trying to go for couture, but like it was giving costume essentially, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I love how Faith makes the girls confused, because there was a scene where while they were all coming in one by one for the event, it was now only Laura that was left, that was still absent, and everyone's like, "Where's Laura? Where's Laura?" They're like, "Faith, where's Laura? Faith, where's Laura?" And it's like, Faith is like, "You guys have known Laura longer than me. What is all this hype of like now asking me, like as if I'm the only friend of Laura type of thing?" So Faith responds to them like, "Oh, I don't have Laura's number because I'm still using my American SIM or something, so I can't call her," essentially. And they're like, "What do you mean you can't call her? This is it, that." And it's like, duh, she obviously has Laura's number. She just doesn't want to call her, because it's like, why can't you guys call her? So I like how she does all those little things to like throw them off, and then you see them all like,
"What's wrong with this girl? This is that."
All they're looking all like sad, like raisins and everything. But yeah, it was actually funny. It's just in general funny how she just makes them like squirm, essentially, like whenever they make all these like comments. Laura soon arrives, and Tiana soon arrives, and eventually Tiana soon pulls Chioma to the side and apologizes to her for being violent during the reunion. But in her confessionals, like I said, she makes it clear that that is the only thing she's apologizing for. Every other thing she's not apologetic for. It is only the physical altercation that she's apologetic for. Chioma accepts the apology and they both agree to move forward in their friendship.
Low-key, their makeup seemed very superficial to me because it's like, how do you go from like 2 seconds ago where you're like, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with Tiana, and all of a sudden you're like laughing at her jokes as if you people have been friends since 1000 BC and everything. Like, it was just so funny how Chioma like really switched up real quick after all the things she had to say about Tiana in the confessionals and in the spa event and everything. It was just awfully funny for her to just switch like that. Honestly, that's why I don't really like Chioma. I feel like she's very fake. I feel like she's one of those like sneaky people. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know if they really like you type of thing. She just gives me that vibe, and yeah, she just comes off fake in my opinion. I know a lot of people like her, but I just see her as this kind of person that moves like kind of sneakily around people and everything. Can't really tell who her genuine friends are.
But anyways, that was my thoughts on that whole scene. Dr. Romel soon joins the group, and all the ladies love his vibe and energy.
At this point, they should make Dr. Romel one of the housewives because he's doing what the girls are supposed to be doing. He's essentially making the drama that the girls are not able to make for us. He's naturally funny. He has this really nice, light energy, like I said, like just makes everything like very funny and light-hearted and everything whenever he's around. And yeah, I agree. At this point, they should raise his salary because he's definitely like giving us the drama and giving us, what we need to see on this show.
The yard sale soon starts, and most of the ladies are showing their support by bidding for like different clothes and different stuff that Chioma is showing during her bidding, her auction event.
There's one dress at the auction that was I think bid for 1 million naira, and Tiana, honestly, in my opinion, the dress didn't look all that. It was so funny how Tiana said something like, okay, we shall see, or something like that, like, good luck with that auction time, essentially, and literally it made me laugh because honestly, the dress wasn't all that. But I guess, people are trying to support her and everything, so it just seemed weird that it was like 1 million. Like, there were other dresses that were really nice during the bidding session, but I just feel like that particular dress was so funny how it was 1 million. And even me, my expression was like 1 million, and Tiana literally said what was on my head, so that was actually very funny.
At some point during the event, Chioma notices that Faith isn't bidding at all to any of the dresses, and she's low-key disappointed because she's like, at the end of the day, this is not about me, this is about charity and all that. And I understand that because it's like, why did you come for my auction event when you were not going to bid, essentially? But Faith also makes it clear in her confessionals that the reason why she hasn't really bid on any of the clothes is because they're not really her style, and she's not sure if they will enter her, they will fit her, they will fit her type of thing because she feels she's bigger than Chioma. And I get it because again, I wouldn't want to like bid, and those clothes were like high end, like the prices, like I said, were like around that 1 million margin and everything, of 500k. So it's like, if I'm going to bid for something, truthfully, I want to bid for something that I genuinely would like, type of thing. So I get what she was saying, I get what she was coming from, but I can also see Chioma's side of it, like, this is an auction event for charity, like you could at least bid for one dress. So I saw both sides in that situation. That is basically where the episode ends. I thought the yard sale was like going to be an actual like regular yard sale, because I feel like in my head a yard sale is like selling things at a cheaper rate. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's not what a yard sale is all about. I wish she had just like said it for what it was, like an auction event type of thing, charity auction event, as opposed to yard sale, for us to just see that it's not necessarily a yard sale, because it was even in a high-end location, like a nice expensive location, and it was like high-end pieces, like it was clothes that were going from starting point bid of 500k. So it's like, that is not like accessible to the regular like average Nigerian type of thing, average Lagosian. So I feel like yard sale was not like the best word to make the event type of thing. I wish she had just called it an auction event. So I was a bit confused at first when I now saw the place. I'm like, this doesn't look like a yard sale, but I wish she had just worded it better, like I'm creating an event for my charity type of thing, charity event. But yeah, aside from that, I feel like this episode didn't really have much drama. Honestly, I'm going to rate it a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't really all that, but I like that we also got to see different aspects of their lives, Dr. Romel and all those type of things. The event was cute, it was fun, the ladies seemed to have a lot of fun in the event, and yeah, hopefully they kick up the drama, authentic drama, in the next few episodes to come. I know next episode it seems like Dr. Romel is going to express his thoughts on Tanya. He feels like Tanya is not really forthcoming. She seems very closed off and everything. That was his own observation from the event. And also, Chioma alleges that Tiana may not have been pregnant during the reunion. Is like, oh, I know she didn't just do that. So I'll definitely love to see how her and Tiana, like, their relationship plays out in the season, when that comes out to light, like what she said, that allegation of Tiana not being pregnant, because that's a big allegation, like that's huge. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next episode. Hopefully you guys liked this review for this episode. Comment down below what you guys thought. I'd love to hear your comment, love to respond to your comments as well. I also want to chip in that we actually have an Instagram page. I feel like I'm supposed to have been saying this. We have an Instagram page. If you want to follow um my Instagram page for this channel to like know when videos are going to be posted and get alerts as well, the name of the Instagram page, I'm going to leave it down below here. Please follow the page if you want to. And yeah, that is the end of this video. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next one. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.